Hi guys, Rino and today I'm going to be talking about a highly requested topic that I've been getting in the past few videos and actually in the past before, and that is how I organize my training throughout the week. I just want to say that this kind of training regime is especially made for arm wrestling, and it only has arm wrestling specific exercises. But if you want to, of course, you can modify it to your liking and to your conditions. I would actually encourage you to do that, as this might not work as well as it did for me. So let's get into it. So to start off, I have day one. And on day one, I usually do biceps for the first two exercises, and I do a static variation and an isometric variation of that specific exercise. So I get best of both worlds when it comes to training my bicep. Next up, we have wrist flexion, and I have two exercises as well for wrist flexion, one of which is with isometric movement, and the other one is holding it statically and lifting it up from the ground. The fifth and final exercise is for my fingers, and I lift it statically off the ground like I've shown in previous videos. And here I don't have another variation where I actually have an isometric movement for my fingers, as I've moved that to day two. For day two, it's going to be really similar like day one, the only difference being that we're going to be doing the same exercises but different variations of those exercises, so we hit each angle of our arm so we can make it as strong as possible. So for the first two exercises, we have our hammer, or better known as our back pressure, which we're going to be doing statically and isometrically. So you get, again, the best of both worlds when it comes to training your back pressure. The next two exercises are going to be for the wrist, again, wrist flexion and static wrist lifts. But of course, you're going to want to do a different variation of these exercises, and the next variation and the next exercise, is going to be finger squeezing, where you're going to have isometric movement of your fingers where you squeeze something so we get a stronger grip. For day three, I usually do recovery, or I completely rest where I don't train at all. It really all depends on how I feel. But if I do decide to do a recovery workout, I usually just do hypertrophy with low weights and high amounts of reps for all the muscle groups that I did in the past 2 days, so I get my muscles ready for another cycle of training. So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that this helps you better understand how I organize my training schedule, and I hope it helps you organize your own. The exercises that I did not show in this video, I showed in my previous videos, and I will be leaving links to them in the description below, so you can go and check them out, so you can do them yourself. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. And if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye.